of months, I have been working in the house, like little nooks here and there, and just kind of revamping my space. Like, for example, I redid my tea nook, I guess, in the kitchen, and it's so much more functional now, and above all, it's so much more beautiful now. I've been doing stuff around the house, in the kitchen, in the bedroom, in the living room. One of the biggest things that I redid to me, and more impactful things that I revamped, was my altar. So I moved my altar altogether, and it's not in the place it used to be. It's actually in this corner right here, and it turned out so beautiful, at least so far, because there's stuff I still have to hang up on the wall, and I'm probably gonna start moving things around and really solidifying the last little bits of my altar. But so far, so beautiful. I think you guys are really gonna like it. If you liked my old one, I think you'll really like this one. I actually went a couple months without having my altar, and I could genuinely feel it because I do a lot of hearthcraft, and the home is a very important subject for me and a physical space for me. Not having my altar for like a couple months, I think really did a number on me. Now that my altar is back, I definitely feel like a lot more powerful and a lot more sensitive to energy. It's hard to explain. I don't know if it's because I went so long without having that structure there to help facilitate and channel energy, like constantly, that after it went away, it sort of just heightened my senses. But I feel really witchy and really powerful right now. I mean, obviously, because it's midsummer, that only enhances that, especially as a Leo sun, Leo moon. I mean, summer is upon us. My birthday is upon us. My peak is upon us. I will say, regarding the living room and just the overall space here, I think I have nailed down all of the jewel tones. So like the burgundy red, the beautiful green, like olive green, gold, and the amber. But the one jewel tone color that I'm desperately missing, and quite honestly might be my favorite and it's lacking, is the deep plum purple or a violet purple. I mean, I feel like I can't really live my full whimsy goth fantasy without all of the purple tones, and I think once I get that in here, it's really gonna transform. I do have some elements, so like, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but the wall back here is like a type of purple. Like, it's a dark mauve purple. You really can't tell, but it's just not enough to pull the type of purple I want for the style that I want, because I just need decor pieces or maybe even a rug with just more vibrant purple, you know? And then I can really start feeling like it's all coming together. So if I go thrifting, definitely not going to be in this video, but in the future when I go thrifting or antiquing, I will most definitely be looking for some plum, violet purple things and more celestial things. I do have the moon as my curtain holder, and I think those are beautiful and they're stunning, but I want more celestial things here and there. So I think a rug would make a huge difference. I mean, I just realized looking at this space, I've got everything down. Like, I've got the red, the green, the gold, and while all of that makes my heart really happy, I'm missing the purple. I'm missing the purple. I think I just need to put more whimsicalness into this space. I do have some elements of the purple, like you will see when I install like a little fixture to the ceiling. I don't know what you call those. You'll see it. It's right above my altar. So yeah, this video, the way I'm thinking it in my head, is going to be very interesting because it's going to start here. But I want to take you back to a couple months ago when I started doing these home projects. And you're going to see me kind of bounce around and do different things, like in the bedroom, in the kitchen, in the living room. So I'm going to take you on that journey, and then we will meet back up here for the rest of the video.
I've been fighting tooth and nail. Felt it deep just to see it fail. What I know versus what I feel. What is hope and what I know is real, but I do know. When I dream of you, the sun is never there. And when I sing of you, you seem to disappear. I'm gonna let on you this time around. I wanna bet on you. You know I really do. I'm gonna dream of you. It's all I ever want, but I can stay with you. Like the time when you held my hand, making plans about our promised land. Was it so hard to see it through? The kind of thing you're supposed to when you're in love. When I dream of you, the sun is never there. And when I sing of you, you seem to disappear. I'm gonna lay it on you this time around. I wanna bet on you. You know I really do. I'm gonna dream of you. It's all I ever want, but I can stay with you.
I am doing a bunch of rearranging and organizing around the house, and literally yesterday or the day before, I don't know, but I was in the kitchen and it dawned on me just how much I hate this background. This is pretty much like one of the better kitchen setups, I guess, because the window is right in front of me and, you know, I get a bunch of that natural lighting. But I'm realizing just how much I don't like this background. I don't know. I always wrestle back and forth with my kitchen in terms of aesthetics, but also functionality. Like, I want the kitchen to be functional and practical, but also a really nice space where I want to come into, you know? I drink a lot of tea, as you guys may know, and I have this really cute tea set up right here in this corner that no one ever really gets to see because it's hidden. And also I'm realizing that a lot of these teas, because it's in a corner, it's kind of hard for me to reach. So I'm gonna do a little switcheroo and hopefully I'll love it that much more. I am realizing how much beauty is a necessity for me. I'm such a visual person. I feel like it's just really good for my mental health and it keeps my mind happy, I guess. I get a lot of joy from seeing a lot of beautiful things. There's so much beauty in the mundane things. I think that people underestimate how much beauty can affect the human mind. And I feel like we all crave beauty, even when talking about the way cities are built in America versus I don't know, Europe or something. You can tell thought and intention was put into the way certain things are built. But yeah, I think I will like that setup so much more than the microwave right here. So I'm going to switch it up and make this side really cute, something I feel really cute in the back. And also I think it'll just be more functional. Like I said, I love when something can be beautiful and functional and it just adds to the vibe, you know? Because really the microwave can just sit in the corner. It really can. I think I could just reach it. We can put her in the corner and we'll put the teas over here. Yes. This video is kind of going to be me reorganizing and rearranging my house, basically some stuff around my house, because I don't know, I've suddenly got that spark. But also I did get a couple new furniture pieces from the antique store or thrifting and whatnot, and it's getting me really excited to like decorate, which I love doing. So I love making my house my own. I think that's where my Leo energy shines the most, because I have my Leo sun and moon in my 4th house of home and a bunch of other things, but I know the home is a big aspect for that house. So it's just like, it makes so much sense why caring for my home and expressing myself through my home is so important to me. Let's rearrange. I will show you guys the before and after. And if I have time after I do this little switcheroo, because I got off work early today, I had my little half shift and I got all ready and cute. And honestly, I'm really excited. This is the only thing I had forward to after work. So I'm going to do that. Maybe I'll kind of mess around in the living room. I really don't know what the permanent setup is going to be, but I'm working on it, I guess. Like I said, everything is ever evolving, and I think I've just accepted that. Not everything's going to be perfect, and that's on having Virgo placements. The worst thing an artist can have is a Virgo Venus, I'm sorry, and that's what I have. So I'm trying here. I'm trying. Let me do this little switcheroo. So you see I have my beautiful tea set up here, and it even took me a while to get to this point, honestly. I'm gonna move this setup over here, and we're gonna move the microwave and the toaster to the other side. You see this corner? Not very functional, but if we bring it here, right next to the fridge, that'll be so much better. I'm gonna give it a good cleaning before I put stuff back. Originally I had this right here. I don't know, I might put her back. I had her right here. Tea for 2. I might put her back. Ooh, she's kind of heavy, y'all. Wait, let me make room over here. Gross. I just feel like this is really gonna change the kitchen. I need better feng shui, and having the microwave right here was just like not it. Even in my cooking videos, I hate the way it looks when I'm filming, and it kind of makes me want to film less, honestly, because I'm such a visual person. And when I would go and look at these videos to edit them, I was just so like bored, I guess, and I hated the way it looked. I was like, Liz, you have free will. You can change your kitchen up. I have a lot of tea. Take this from under. We'll reassess. See, that was even hard to reach. I'm telling y'all, it don't make sense to have it in this corner. Right now, I'm really loving this blend. Michael bought it. It has green tea spearmint leaves, which is really good for PCOS if you have PCOS. It really helps lower your testosterone. And it also has lemongrass, lemon verbena, orange, marigold flowers, natural lemon flavor, and natural orange flavor. But I love the spearmint and the lemongrass in here. All the lemon and the lemon verbena. Really good. I love it. I was originally thinking to put it this way, but I might put it this way. Let's see. Oh shit. Whoops. Yeah, it's kind of hard to use, to be honest, that way. We're almost out of chamomile. Should get some soon. I bought Michael this French press a while ago after we had another one and that one broke. where it shattered. So I bought him this really fancy French press. This is the company. It's really beautiful. It's like amber color. It also had like a forest green color as well, or like an olivey color, kind of like this. But I went ahead and got him the amber colored one. It's really cool. These are more premium teas, but I got them recently. I'm gonna try and fit it in here. So I have this basket. Cute, right? I think I want to put all my supplements in here because right now I'm keeping it in something that's way too small, and honestly the family of supplements has grown as of recently. Let me bring everything over and I will organize this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use this basket to organize it because like I said, I got some new supplements that I'm gonna be needing to take. I have PCOS. I don't know if I have mentioned that at all, but I do have PCOS and I am trying my hardest to regulate it. Oh, 90% control. This is just stuff I have to take every day, and if I don't visually see them, especially in the morning right next to the fridge where I get water, I will not eat these or drink these. I will forget. So I think I am gonna put this right next to the fridge where I had it, but hopefully it'll look better in this basket. I have to take magnesium glycinate, and my provider also told me to take iron with vitamin C for, I think, to help with absorption. Maybe I'll put it on top of the microwave. Let me put the microwave and let me keep, you know, messing around. I don't know, it's kind of big and it's kind of ugly next to this pretty stuff. Okay, I know I'm not the only one who fucking hates the way the microwave looks. Like, ugh, I wish so badly I could be a microwaveless bitch, but I just can't. We meal prep way too often, and it's just too much of an inconvenience to not have the microwave at the moment anyways. I could always change my mind later. I'm struggling over here to find really the way I want to end up putting it. But let me continue over here with removing all of this stuff. Oh, I'm going to keep this here. It's kind of a little cheat sheet for how to brew certain teas. Like what temperature, you know. This is our little list that we use to like write down groceries we need and shit. So I can put this on the other side. Okay, y'all, this is where we are right now. This is the current setup. Bro, I'm telling y'all, like, I was struggling with this fucking microwave. Like, did it this way and I hated it. I did it this way and I hated it. So I suddenly thought I could just kind of angle it this way, out this way. And honestly, that works so much better. Okay, so let me show you the state of the living room right now. I've got my new furniture piece here. I'm thinking about putting it here and moving my altar to this corner. It's so messy in here, but I was thinking about moving my altar over here on this piece. I replaced the curtains. I don't know if I love it. I don't know, I'm still kind of deciding in my mind how I feel about these curtains. I put this little side table here for now. But honestly, I'm about to do a whole ass switcheroo. I have a box over there that I need to get rid of. Like, this is a whole ass dresser and we need a real console table. But for now, that works, you know. I just got it off the Facebook market. But I thought about putting this bookshelf over here. Moving the altar over there. Putting the vinyl in that corner. I don't know. I'm still kind of figuring that out. But this needs a massive redo. It's so dirty. Like, I need to redo all of this. I also am desperately in need of using my altar, and I hate that in this state I can't really use it. And I just feel like I need it. everything's just kind of disjointed right now, but it just needs to be put back together. I just need to figure out where I'm gonna put all the things, and then I can sort of set it back up again. Guys, she is a mess again, so I'm gonna try and reorganize this and finalize this situation. I put an order with Mountain Rose Herbs because I wanted some mullein, some more chamomile. We ran out of this. And I ordered myself some raspberry leaf. Raspberry leaf is supposed to be really good for women's health, especially when you're on your period too. I also bought this blend. This is their 5th chakra tea blend, and it's supposed to be obviously really good for the throat. I also bought these bottles with the little spray, and I got oregano essential oil. I got these two because I want to make like spray for my dog Zombie because she gets a lot of irritation on her stomach. I read that oregano is really great for being antifungal, antibacterial, and it really helps with the skin on dogs. So I thought I would make like a cool little, just like a little natural spray to help ease some of the irritation in her stomach. All right, I'm gonna get some mason jars to put these into. tea is really good. It is very moisturizing. I can tell. I feel like a lot of the herbal tea I have had so far has been on the drier side. It does feel completely different when it's hydrating. I love it. This is actually exactly what I needed. I've just been in a really like creative mood when it comes to my house. Like, I don't know, I feel called to sort of fluff it up, if you will, because I already did a lot to the house. And the reorganizing thing too. I think that comes with just like spring cleaning and things. You guys know I've been doing stuff around the house, so now we're in the bedroom and I want to switch out the floral in this vase and I want to put these beautiful yellow dried roses on them. But I love that like the tips have this burgundy color on it. It's so beautiful. These yellow roses actually are the ones Michael gave me for Valentine's Day. I think they're extra special and I want to put them by my side of the bed. I'm also gonna lay a rug down. I bought this rug and it's final sale, so I really hope that I love it. And I'm gonna put it by my side of the bed and we'll kind of play around with it and mess with it. Wait, no, I actually really love this. Look. What do you guys think? Okay, and the organizing continues. I moved this little bookshelf over to this corner. I wasn't really using it for anything. Kind of had it tucked in a corner and it had some old books that probably just needed to be donated. So I pulled that out, I cleaned it and I put it in this corner. And I think I want to put all of my baking dishes in here. I think it'll be nicer to have more access to the baking dishes. And I think it'll look cool behind these doors. They're really like whimsical and I love the spirals so much. I got this piece recently at Blue Crystal. It's a crystal shop in Little Five Points. I really love it. I love it. It's all the astrological signs. Normally I put crystals here. These babies. And this one. I loved the way this turned out. I feel like the green and the blue in the portrait really breaks up a lot of the gold and brown that I have going on. Plus it matches with our spring bedding. So I just love this so much more. And it really adds that pop of color that I feel like was missing.
All I'm keeping track of is the weather, and there's no wind, no sun, nothing. 80 days and I'm not feeling better, but a sweet relief is finding me. There's no love under the portrait. Ain't got no loyalties, no one to please. I just got that rhythm hard and never leave, setting my soul free.
Well, you guys, I think I finally finished. This was a lot of hard work, but I'm really proud of what I was able to accomplish. I'm in love with what I have put together so far. I am still looking to add a lot more like plum tones or purple tones. I think that'll really tie in the whimsigoth vibes. I don't know. Within the whimsigoth, I feel like I've found or curated my own style, but I still want that purple, that really deep purple, because it's a color that I super love, and I think it's just harder to find that color in a lot of decor, especially vintage decor. A lot of it is always like brassy or gold. Even red, I think, is more accessible than purple. Anyways, I'm really tired and I'm gonna go shower, and then I think I'll probably light all the candles and make it really moody and vibey in here and show you guys the final results, or the recent look, because things are ever changing around here, because I don't know, that's just how my mind works. I always move stuff around constantly. Slowly but surely I find permanent places for things, so I think I've finally found a good setup for the living room that I'm really happy with. And it's kind of crazy to think about what the living room used to look like and how it's evolved over time. This is definitely the version that I love the most and that makes me the most happy. So I'm in love with the way this turned out. And I didn't mention, but this little like placemat right here, it has these really beautiful pink roses on them, and Michael actually got it for me when we went to Cancun. We had went to Cancun on a family trip with my family, and we were cruising down the street, and you know, there's vendors and stuff, and I had been looking for a really beautiful placemat for something like this actually, or for my Love Witch altar, which I haven't done yet, in the bedroom. But I actually decided to put it here, and it's stunning. I think it goes so perfectly right here, and it actually is the perfect size. It's actually so wild. This actually holds a really special place in my heart. So a couple quick notes. Originally I was going to put the altar behind me, but I ended up getting this really beautiful bookshelf at an antique store, and it was perfect. It was actually more perfect than the other little piece of furniture that I had for my altar, because I combined the bookshelf with the little side table, and I layered these little covers over the side table, and I think it turned out so beautiful, and it's functional. That was the biggest thing, is that I want it to be functional but also not as messy as my old altar, because as you remember, this shelf, it's still kind of empty, but this is like my backstock of my witchcraft tools, like herbs and spell jars, like all types of things in here. So I just put that there. As you guys remember, this was the altar. This was the 3-tiered altar that I had, and I found that it got really dusty at the bottom very, very quickly, and it just looked like a lot. Like I was overwhelmed with what I was seeing, and I thought it was just too much. So I kind of condensed and organized my altar, but also kept a lot of my trinkets and a lot of my crystals more elevated so that it's not towards the ground, because when it's towards the ground, I feel like that's when it really gets dusty. And part of that has to do because I have 3 pets and they all shed, so it makes sense that there's a lot of hair and dust everywhere. So yeah, I'm incredibly happy with the way that my altar looks, and it's still in like a little cute corner of the house, and it's actually a little more private in this corner versus where I had it, because where I had it was right in front of the door, like the front door, and I felt that when people open the door, it's like one of the first things that you see. And while some people may like that, like they like that as a focal point, I kind of felt like it was a little bit invasive, if you will. I feel like it sounds so silly, but I rather the focus be, for instance, the vinyl or the record player. Where the old altar used to be, I put the bookshelf and the record player. So with that, I don't mind so many eyes there. But here in the corner, it's just kind of like more, just a tad bit more private. It's obviously still in the living room, and it's still like a focal point, but it's not so directly in front of the door. I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah. Oh, I didn't even mention, but the candelabra behind me, stunning, stunning. The candelabra behind me is something that Michael and I actually found together, and it was only $35, which is crazy. But I think partly because It is a little bit rusty, and I do have plans in the future to like really renew it. I don't know how I'm going to remove the rust, or even if I'm not going to remove it, like just spray paint it again, because it is rusty, but not all of it entirely. It's just some spots definitely are. So that could be the reason why it was cheap. But I had been searching and searching for a really cool standing candelabra, and I finally found it. I got it a couple months ago, and it had just been kind of sitting near the dining table, and I couldn't really find a true spot for it because it is so wide. I mean, it holds like 9 candles, so it's a pretty big boy. And I finally found the permanent home for it, and I don't feel like it's in the way. I have it here, and I had bought some sun catchers that I was gonna put in the kitchen, but actually ended up hanging them on the candelabra, which I kind of love. I love them. So I might keep them there, actually. I think they fit the vibe, and they're really pretty and sparkly. I really hate, guys, I have to be honest, I really hate like an open floor plan. I despise it, actually, because it creates less walls, creates less nooks, right? So I'm not able to kind of tuck things in corners as much as I would want to, because it's all one big strip, open strip. One day when I buy my dream house, it will not be an open floor plan. Matter of fact, it's definitely going to be an older house, because this house is more modern. Even the kitchen, I do not like the tile in the kitchen, which early in the video I didn't mention, but when I was redoing my tea nook, the backsplash there is so awful. And it's not that it's a terrible pattern, it's just that it's so gray and it's so modern. And if it were up to me, I wouldn't have this kitchen. I don't like modern kitchens personally. So I do find that the backsplash does clash with sort of the style and the aesthetic that I was trying to achieve in the kitchen. And I think that's also part of the reason why I get frustrated, and I kind of hate filming there. It's just like not pretty. Nothing about it is pretty, but I try. The like little zigzag is just not it. It's all gray and white, so obviously it doesn't really fit. One day I will have a really pretty witchy cottagecore kitchen, and it's gonna be the kitchen of my dreams, I hope. I'm doing with what I have in the kitchen, and I have no plans to tear it out or put something else. Like, I thought about sticking stuff in the back, like a stick-on backsplash, but it's just like, what's the point? I feel like that's not in the future here, because it's just, I can't be bothered, you know? I'm not that passionate about it, I guess. I'm definitely looking into getting a rug though, so that'll probably be in an upcoming video at some point, and it'll be most definitely purple, some type of purple, and some type of gothic pattern, because I feel like I have a lot of like grandma core going on, and I need to add more of that like gothic feel. This box that I have here with all of my crystals, this used to be a jewelry box that Michael gifted me. And I used to have it in the bedroom, but I did bring it out here after I kind of revamped my vanity and reorganized things, and I got rid of a lot of jewelry. And I thought it would be a really cute way to display my crystals and some important things to me that are in the little drawer, because it's kind of like a secret door. Like, I have things in there that I don't necessarily want out, you know? I think it looks stunning against my other stuff here. I'm really happy that I chose to bring it out here, because you don't necessarily have to use a jewelry box to display jewelry. I guess you could use it, you know, to display other trinkets and things. So this was a perfect use for this jewelry box. And again, I love putting special things on my altar. It really truly enhances all of the energy already there. I know this was a long video. I can only imagine how long this took me to edit, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and you join me on my next one, which will be God knows what. I do have some stuff in the works, but I feel like I always say that, so whatever.